What's up, guys? This is your boy K on Tech Talks. On Tech Talks, we do unboxing reviews and we have general conversation about technology and more specifically about smart homes. We hope that you get to learn something new every time we have a video and it improves on how you interact with technology. Our world is becoming very technological, so be sure to stay on to the end of the video. You have something to learn at least, or something to contribute to the video in the comment section. Please click the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed. Before we get into our video of today, guys, I want to give a shout out to Joyce Babatunde. She got me this t-shirt, cool looking t-shirt with the MC Smart Home logo in the front, in African prints, looking cool, the Babs design, and she got me this and this. So check her out on social media, Babs Design. She does wearable art. Whew, I think this looks good. So guys, today on our video we'll not be doing an unboxing like we regularly do. Today we'll be having a conversation and we'll be talking about what to consider if you want to set up a smart home. A few people have asked me, like, what should I consider? What should I start with? What should I end with? So today I'll just be pointing out a few things you should think about if you want to start a smart home. Bear in mind that you don't have to do everything in a day. You just have to start with one device and you can build up from there. So we'll be looking at what you should consider if you want to set up a smart home. So guys, let's look at what I consider as components of a smart home. The component, what makes the categories of things that make up a smart home. The first is security. The second is lighting. The third is control. The fourth is safety. There is another, which I don't know if I should call it a category, but it's lifestyle. That's how I call it. I don't know how other people see it, but I'll try to break this down for you quickly to understand what I mean. So the first category is security. And in this category, we'll be looking at security devices, smart security devices, and I'll be looking at things like camera systems, alarm systems. I'll be looking at smart door locks and things like that. So basically, security devices are the devices that ensure that whoever has access to any area is someone who is authenticated and authorized to. For example, if I get to my front door and I don't have the right key card, or I don't have the right combination code to my door, or I don't use the right finger for the fingerprint, it doesn't open. So that is security. So if someone else comes who doesn't have any of this, they don't have access to my home. The next category is lighting. I think lighting has become the most prominent aspect of smart homes. The most prominent, because there are cool lights everywhere. Like there are lights with RGB lights that change colors when you want, that come on when you want. You have light strips that makes places look really beautiful. So lighting has become one of the most common category in smart homes, because lighting is very essential. So in this category, I'm looking at light bulbs, ceiling lamps, looking at light strips, even looking at things like window curtain controls, since your windows also contribute to the amount of light you have in your home, natural light that you have in your home. So I put curtain controls under lighting. That's for me. I don't know how other people see it. The next category I'll be talking about is control. So The first two categories can function independently. You can have a smart door lock with your fingerprint, open it. You can have your smart light with your phone, open it, or with a switch or a remote control, open it independently. But if you need these two categories to interact with themselves, for example, if you want your light bulbs to come on every time you open your door at, say, after 5 o'clock or after 6 o'clock, you will need a control unit, which is generally known as hubs in smart homes. They are hubs. So when you're setting up your smart home, you want to consider what hub you want to get. And when I say consider, that's because there are Bluetooth hubs, there are Wi-Fi hubs, there are Zigbee and different communication protocol hubs. So you should already be considering what kind of hub do I want to use, what kind of control do I want to use. Also, do I only want to use my phone to control the devices connected to the hub, or do I want another external control unit? For example, you could have maybe a remote control, or you can have a control panel, like say a tablet mounted to the wall where you can control it, or you can switches or everything you want to use it on mobile. That's control, and those are things you have to consider as you start, because that will affect the kind of devices that you get. The next category is safety, and under safety, I'll be putting generally sensors under safety. Things like motion sensor, things like smoke detection sensors, things like temperature sensors, things like water overflow sensors, and things like that. And basically, sensors would help you make decisions. For example, if you have a smoke detection sensor, and the smoke detection sensor that means it comes on and it's alarming or something like that. You are sure that maybe something is burning somewhere, so you need to take action. Or maybe a water overflow sensor sends a signal maybe to a hub, and there's an alarm. You know, okay, probably there's water overflow in this section of the house, and you can go take action. So those are put under safety. So I'll put sensors under safety. And the fifth category I call the lifestyle. So lifestyle is just the things you generally do in your life. And so we'll be putting devices which are everyday running devices. For example, a smart TV I'll put under lifestyle. An induction cooktop I'll put under lifestyle. Smart microwave I'll put under lifestyle. A range hood I'll put under lifestyle. And things like that I'll put, general lifestyle, things like lifestyle, or maybe vacuum cleaner or stuff like that, I'll put them under lifestyle. So those are the different categories which you should take into consideration when you want to start up. And the most significant consideration I think you should put is which platform do you want to run your smart home on. And by this, I'm talking about which specific company you want to use. Do you want to use platforms like Apple's HomeKit, or you want to use Google Home, or you want to use Samsung Smart Key, Samsung's Smart Things, or you want to use Xiaomi Home app, or others. That is what you should consider. And because it has a large effect on everything else you do, and one of the things it would affect is the cost. How much are you willing to spend for your smart home would determine also which platform you should go for, because devices that are connected to these different platforms cost differently. The second thing is its availability. If you're in an area where you cannot easily get maybe Apple products or Samsung smart thing products, maybe Xiaomi will be easier for you, or maybe Google Assistant will be easier, more available for you. So those are the things. Also, compatibility. And for me, this is the most important thing you should consider under the platform. How compatible is the platform with other devices from other companies? For example, if you're using, say, Apple's HomeKit, and you have maybe a Xiaomi vacuum cleaner, for example, and Xiaomi's vacuum cleaner is not compatible with Apple's HomeKit, that means you cannot automate that device with other devices. Maybe if your vacuum cleaner is from Xiaomi, your motion detector is Apple Smart Things or another company, and you're using HomeKit. Now these devices cannot interact with each other because they are not compatible in that platform. So when you want to do your smart home, you should consider the compatibility of the devices you want to use. I take a typical example of the Yeelight. So the Yeelight, child company of Xiaomi, Yeelights are compatible with almost all the platforms. It's compatible with Apple, with Samsung, with Google. So you can use a Yeelight with Apple's HomeKit, with with Samsung Smart Things, or with Google Assistant. So you can use that in any of those platforms, and that will work just fine. So you should consider the compatibility of the devices you're getting with the platform. And then the last is security. Not that it's the least important, but it's just the last on the list. Last on the list. It's not that it is least important, it's just that it's the last on the list. Oh, that's some rhyme scheme. Cool. So security. You consider how secure the platform you're using is. Because already all this data you feed to these devices runs on the web. So there is a server somewhere with your data on it. How secure is your data, first of all? Well, there's not much you can do. You just have to choose which one you think is more secure. But as we previously spoke about compatibility, there are third-party providers who have softwares that link non-compatible devices. So a platform which would make a Xiaomi device look to the Apple platform like it was an Apple device, so you can use them on the same platform. I think it helps, but it's a little dangerous because now your data has to go through 3 different platforms, and you don't know how secure the third-party platform is besides the main platforms. So security is very important. So when setting up your smart home, you should consider what platform you're using and how secure that platform is. So guys, this is what I thought I could share today. I don't know if you have another suggestion or what you think can make the smart home better. Please leave it in the comment section. I'll be glad to read, and maybe it would help me or some other person. So guys, don't forget to click the like button if you like this video and share it with your friends. Pass it to the homie. Yep. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, peace.